Noach is the second Torah portion of the year. It's named after Noach, who Torah describes as being righteous in his generation. In fact, Torah describes the earth as being corrupt and full of Hamas. Presumably, only Noach and his family were pure and uncorrupted by Hamas. The Heavenly Father continues seeking to restore intimacy with his earthly children. However, the original sin that came from the serpent poisoned humanity with Lashon Hara, which translates the wicked tongue. This poisonous fruit created a template to destroy the household with Lashon Hara that alienates our most intimate relationships. This poison spreads beyond the home to our communities. Words that had power to create whole worlds denigrated into words that created alienation and destruction. In just 10 generations of human history, death and destruction corrupted the whole world. Sadly, God had to destroy humanity and start over with Noah. Last week's Torah portion raised the question of who is Naamah. Could it be that this woman at the end of Cain's lineage is actually Noach's wife? If so, then this couple, Noach and Naamah, represent a reconciliation of Cain's alienated lineage. Each one of us, as a descendant of both Cain and of Noach, have the power with our words to destroy our relatives or to reconcile families. Despite the flaws that we inherited from both Noach and Cain, there's still hope that we can foster Shalom Bayit, which translates peace in the home. The key to preventing parental alienation, or any other kind of alienation for that matter, is to watch what we say about each other. Children are especially vulnerable to our speech. They are born with a natural instinct to admire their parents. When we slander children's parents to them, we also attack the child's own self-identity. This form of child abuse can cause psychological problems for generations. If we are not careful to watch what we tell children about their parents, we can cause a lot of harm. We see this destructive power when Noach's son Ham slanders him to his brothers. This causes Noach to curse his grandson Canaan, who is the son of Ham, and all of his descendants after him. While one may argue that this is not an example of parental alienation, it's still a powerful warning how Lashon Hara can divide a household and be destructive for generations. This pattern of weaponizing words repeats itself over the next 10 generations to the Tower of Babel. Heaven recognizes how dangerous humanity's unbridled speech has become and needs to confuse humanity with 70 languages instead of one unified language. This division of languages split families and scattered humanity to the four corners of the earth. This is a quarter of the way through Sefer Bereshit, which is the book of Genesis in Hebrew. A clear pattern is developing. Words have power to create or destroy whole worlds. We, as humanity made in God's image, have this power in us. Unfortunately, the first 20 generations of human history failed to control their speech with disastrous consequences for the world. We see in the first two Torah portions the destructive power of words in the household. Spouses turn against each other, brothers fight each other, parents and children become alienated from each other. As we continue to study Torah through this filter of parental alienation, we have a couple of questions. How long can humanity survive with all of this division in the household? And will somebody rise up who can reconcile families? Next week's Torah portion, called Lech Lecha, will wrestle with these questions.